Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, we all know about dialing 911 if there's an emergency, but what if it's just very important, if you need a helping hand? Have you ever heard of 211? Well, with us now is Judy Bowden. She is the Executive Director of 211. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, what is the difference between 911 and 211?
Well, 911 is for emergency situations that the general public would call, and 211 is for people who need help around finding resources for healthcare clinics, or for rent assistance, for shelters, for child care, or elder care. They have some questions about their parents, aging parents, and so you call 211 and we can help direct people to those resources.
Yeah, so what are some of the resources? A little more specifics about what kinds of resources are available to people.
We have over 5,000 programs, 2,000 agencies in our database. So we're talking about everything from cradle to grave that you may be looking for, whether it's mental health counseling, sober assistance, becoming sober, if you need to find a healthcare clinic, what do you do about Medicare, Medi-Cal, who do I call to get enrolled in that, dental clinics, rental assistance, shelter, you name it, bus vouchers, transportation, whatever, we have it.
What an incredible resource, because sometimes it's just that first step when you know you need help, but you just don't know where to turn, that it's a great first step. Who calls you?
Oh gosh, mainly women. About 80% of our calls do come from women. And we have people who recently lost their jobs, they've lost their health care insurance. We have people who have used us before and have come back for an additional referral for some additional help. We have people who are working with some of our agencies, and the agencies, the service providers, say, well, why don't you call 211 because we can't help you in that area, but they can find the resource for you. So
it just seems in these times that need is so great, but just connecting the right people with the right time is so
absolutely,
key.
Absolutely,
so key. How is this paid for?
We are funded through some support from the county, from the United Way, from the first $5 through the Children Families Commission Orange County, and then the rest of it we struggle with fundraising. We write grants, we have individual support, we have special events, so it's an ongoing challenge every year.
So it's working from a different financial pool than like the 911 service?
Absolutely. There's no state or federal funding to support 211. We're all locally funded, grassroots.
But it alleviates a lot of the pressure on 911, because a lot of times if people don't know where to turn, they are going to call 911.
Correct. And that's our goal, to hopefully we do relieve 911.
I imagine it's a really big burden, really a big job, to help so many people who need so much help out there. What are the biggest challenges, though, that you face? The
biggest challenge is finding enough resources, whether it's volunteers to come in and help answer the phones, paid staff, because we do operate 24/7. We have about 350 calls a day that are coming into the system, and so with limited resources, we're struggling to meet all the needs and the demand on the system.
This might be an interesting thing for someone who's watching right now who isn't working because of the economy, to do something really worthwhile to get back out there and make some connections in the community.
Absolutely. We love having volunteers, and we had over 11,000 volunteer hours last year.
And just to mention, in the realm of fundraising, off in the distance, you do have a fundraiser coming up that people can keep in the back of their heads. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. We will have our second annual wine tasting event at the Newport Beach Winery and Vineyards in Newport Beach, and it's on May 10th, which is a Thursday, and this gives us an opportunity to honor folks in our community who help the 211 system and to have a nice time while raising money.
Thank you very much, Judy Bowden, and good luck with all of your endeavors in the 211.
Thank you.
Thank you for being there. Stay with us. More HLN coming up right after this.